Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a Cloudy Sheep and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4 as Russia, where we just conquered Poland and took over a lot of their equipment. We are still pretty much down in the drain on infantry equipment, but I do want to set up the situation up here such, for the future. And the future will definitely be war against the Allies. So we'll need to set that up. There's still, of course, Lithuania over here, which we are in war against, and more importantly, Romania. So, of course, the Polish surrender just freed up a lot of our people. So let's decide what we do want to do with them. So first off, I think the first army over here, which includes our mountain divisions, and which is very good at mountain stuff. We'll send these guys down here because, as you can see, in Romania there's this huge mountain range, and I think we just want to get into a good flanking position over here. So first off, you guys can all come up down here, and we'll actually be using strategic redeployment for everyone except maybe you over here. I think you can just walk, as can you. So yeah, maybe you too. So right down here, and we will tell the first army, I think I should have done that before probably, to be part of this front. Yeah, and then again, everyone please do come down here. You guys just walk. You stay where you are. Right. Okay, so this is the first army, and we will tell it to have a plan that includes an offensive push towards, I think, these objectives. Just do a little flanking maneuver down here. Right. Obviously, this position here is under pressure. In fact, they are attacking us right now. We are moving in a couple of reinforcements, but I think that's will have to be stronger, and we'll have the third army up here, which will need some little modifications to its orders. So firstly, let's expand the front line here a little bit, such that the pressure on the Lithuanian forces should be a little bit more evident compared to what we see right now. Up here we also have part of the Army 1. Remember, Army 1 means that it's simply nothing but... You're also part of that? Yes. So you guys up here, you're just really more of a garrison type army. And we'll tell you... Are you? Yeah, you are part of that too. So we'll tell these guys to watch out at least over here. It's not really fancy. We don't really need that many divisions for it, so I think it'd still be alright. Just to make sure that yeah, they aren't breaking out of that pocket, so I think that's going to be alright. Good. So that I'm happy with. The second army up over here, I think you'll be the one to support the push into northern Germany over here. We are probably not immediately going to declare this war, but we are at least going to prepare for it. So I want you to advance on Berlin, and just be in the northern sector over here, and that should be alright. So at least prepare for that and try to get all the support that you can. First army, second army, what about the... No, what about the... That's the second army. First army is moving down there. Second is here. Third army is doing its job up there. Fifth army is still on the front with Romania, so that's alright. Fourth army is in the far east. Okay. Right, so that situation is somewhat okay. We can then take the army number 3 here, which is purely defensive. So we'll tell you to be part of the Czech front, and all of you please be part of this. That should be alright, right? Yeah, I think so. Remove that. So you're all going over here, so that I think should be alright then. Yeah, we'll need another army down here at some point. I think probably the third army will take on the Königsberg region over here, or Kaliningrad region. And then we'll have to see a little bit about how we reassign that. I think we're also training a couple of divisions, so maybe that's going to be very helpful to get that around. You guys can move up here via rail. You two, just making sure that this is moving about a little bit quicker than it otherwise would. You two, just move over there. And you guys can go all the way up here, and you can just walk. Okay, so of course the big question is, what are our tank divisions going to do? And let's pick them up over here. You guys are all part of the tank army, and indeed I would like all of you to be part of the attack on Romania, except maybe a couple of them. You guys up here might want to do something different, but all of you certainly please do come down round about here, and then we'll push you towards the border. These guys up here, we will tell them to be part of the attack on Kaunas, so just getting Lithuania to surrender a little bit more quickly, and that should be alright. Army number 3 is a purely defensive army. Purely, you shouldn't have any orders, do you? I don't think you do, so let's make sure that we are covering this front line a little bit better. Like such. For all of you guys to be part of that. Oh, sorry, you were already part of that. My mistake. So yeah, that's why you were not seen as independent. Okay, army number 1 then. I don't think you have any orders, do you? Oh well, some of you do. Yeah, okay, so you're all there, that's very consistent at least. All of these guys are moving about. You probably will be moving down here very soon. Let's get you by rail down here. That should be okay. Yeah, and all of that seems to be set up just about as I would like it to be. Could you support this front, please? Yeah, we might withdraw actually a little bit and then cut them off by moving in aggressively behind them. Although they'll not be stupid either. Okay, one of the big issues I thought when attacking the allies will be rubber, but I think so far at least Netherlands are not. Why we fight? Really? Special forces, why we fight, technology sharing. Okay. But yeah, the Netherlands are not part of that, so we might get some of the Dutch East Indies equipment down there. Up over here in the Far East region, this part is purely defensive, and over here we are pushing in a little bit more aggressively. In fact, I think we can take this 6th army and tell it to develop an offensive plan. Just somewhat a very generic one, but I do want to get the bonuses for attacking. And up here you have 4 divisions on that front that I like to see. You're spread out a little thinly, so in fact you you know what, why don't you attack, and then the 4th army we'll tell them to be a little bit more focused on the truly Far East region, and the 6th army can be a little bit more like such. And there is a landing up here, but I can't do anything to prevent that right now. And you know what, I think the 7th army up here. So firstly we'll take you away from army number 1, unassign. 7th army will get a proper commander. Are you actually a tank guy? Do we have proper tank division people? You are Panzer experience factor. Okay, we'll need to consider that in a moment. So let's set up a new army group. Army group number 3. Can I drag you to up here? I cannot. Anyway, 7th army. So army group number 1 is alright for now. Army group number 3. Can we assign a field marshal? No, we cannot, because we don't have any. So army number 7, which is in Finland right now. We just don't want that to be the case anymore. I would rather like you to get to this part of the front, I believe. Should be alright. So you'll be part of this, and you'll also be trying to push on Berlin in a little bit more southern fashion, and all of you can probably railroad down here. And in fact, I think I want at least a quarter of you, so 6 units, to switch to the Guard template, which will take some infantry equipment, some anti-air, some support equipment, but that should be alright, just so that we have a little bit stronger base there. So, and there's one thing I think I would want to change over here, and that is, since we are lacking so much infantry equipment, let's remove one of these units. Let's replace them with artillery. So we are removing 3 infantry divisions. We are replacing them with 2 artillery. So the combat width is still 20. The supply usage goes up by about 20%. Organization goes down by a lot. But most importantly, actually, the soft attack is going to go up by about a third. So it's 120 before, around about 126. Now it's 170. So that is a very significant change. It's going to need a lot more artillery, about half of what we have in storage. But it's also going to free up 15,000 infantry equipment. So I think that's a very good change. So let's apply that to the Guards. And let's try to get the different symbol for you. Yeah, I think the star is going to be fine. So that means we know a little bit more about these guys. And that again should free up more military equipment. We need more rubber, so I'm going to ask the Dutch East Indies for that, and that will hopefully be fine. Low manpower, I think we can remove that because 1 million people is still enough, for me at least. So right, let's restart the time over here. 7th Army, you are coming down? Yeah, you are. You are still, in principle, designed to attack over here. Now, of course, these guys do have very little of the equipment that they need, but they'll probably be reinforced rather soon. This line is still holding. Some of our motorized equipment has now arrived, so that's good to see. Probably can do a counter push very soon. You are supporting this. Yeah, still. All of these mountain divisions moving down here. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to start the timer, so I don't know precisely. No, I did not. Just my mobile went out. Okay, right, so you're already positioning yourselves, that's fine. Auto saving, good, good, good. This is alright. How is the position in Asia looking? Dire. Very dire. But at least you are attacking, and I think you're doing that fairly well. So that's good to see. Are you guys supporting this? Yes, you are. So that also is very fine and dandy. This attack probably shouldn't be taking place. Who's attacking? You are. You are. So just don't. This is fine. And you are developing like such. That's good. You can get down here. And that's alright. Good. Of course, we are always training more divisions, so I think that's going to be alright. Lots and lots of divisions arriving over here, so I definitely want you guys to start moving out at least. When you can. Yeah. Troops also arriving on the Czech front now, which is of course what we do want to see. You guys just stream in behind the enemy lines as fast as you can whenever you arrive. And in fact I think we do want to start the attack of the First Army up here, even though it doesn't really have the capability to do anything. You are moving back already. That is of course nice to see. Okay, continue to advance like such. Maybe you try to dash to Bucharest. That's alright. Do we need ever more resources? Oh, aluminium actually. That's interesting. I think we are producing aluminium, so... of course the... Oh, one more motorized division that we can send down here. Yeah, so the Soviet Union, I was about to say... No, Russia actually is very good at producing resources. But... Yeah, so usually you shouldn't really have any problem, but yeah, sometimes we are producing quite a lot, so... Do we need to slow down a little bit? You guys all need to at least come over here. Probably further. Maybe one of you will stay here, just so we don't lose our momentum there. First army seems to be doing fine. Counterattack happening over here, so you need to withdraw probably. No, you're not doing that. Okay. Can we launch an attack into this? We might very soon. So let's get all of you over here. Maybe after that you'll be fine. I think this tank can go over here right away. Okay, so we got the tanks. You attack. Yeah, I think we're so much stronger. We should push them over fairly easily, actually. But just for good measure, let's start another attack vector. And you can come up over here, just like a little bit of havoc. You start to attack over there. Yeah, that's not an attack you seem to be capable of winning, so let's rest for a second. Are there any more tanks that are coming down here? How's the attack going up here? Yeah, you seem to be alright. So in fact, I think we are going to bring... Kaunas is a city, right? Yeah, so tanks are useless anyway. So let's bring down these guys towards the Romanian front. Okay, this is Poland, interesting. And the motorized divisions we are going to set towards this attack. And then that probably is going to falter. Let's look at our logistics situation. Heavy tanks, we are at a loss. Infantry equipment we do have a lot of. So that's good to see. We will get reinforcements. That's important. One thing I'm very curious about is this over here. So their light tanks have an armor value of 6.4, and we can reach them with at least one of our divisions, but only one of our divisions. Ah, the one with the anti-air equipment, so yeah. Actually, anti-air equipment is much better in the early days of the war, so there's that. We're not producing any towed anti-tank, so I think that's alright. We don't really need to do that. Light self-propelled artillery. We have 103 factories. We are missing out a little bit of aluminium, but it's not too bad, so I don't think it's worthwhile to buy that. Upgrades to light tanks, more and more medium tanks coming online, 3 a day, so we should have quite a bit of that. 115. I think that's alright. There's a counterattack up here. I think probably we just want to defend for a little while. Yeah, we are much stronger than they are, so I hope that's gonna be okay. This push should take them out strongly. You know what? You can probably get up here. And the first army is gonna do its thing on its own. Yeah, that looks reasonable. By the way, I'm entirely unsure what this is. This urban area down here, it's part of a colony state. I think that was a little bit of the peace deal effect of what we've seen earlier. You guys should be dealing with that. just advance very much like such, please. Yeah. Come on, just take out counters. I think they'll collapse then. And let's keep an eye on over here. Looks alright. You're being a little bit overwhelmed, but you are not. By the way, what sort of armor value do we have? 5. Alright, alright. I think it'll be fine. All of this is being stretched a little bit. You should move up here. One of our heavy divisions. At least one cavalry can join in on this attack. But at least they should be pulling back a little bit of their forces as well. Okay, you can now attack again. Right into their flank. Yeah, we are by far outpacing them, and they're not piercing us. So their anti-tank equipment is not up to the job. You can support this attack. You attack into here. You guys attack into there. And you need to come up. And could you just sort of leg it? There's no opposition, so just push up more aggressively. Both of you are supporting this attack. Okay, you don't need to. Rather you to come up over here, you support this attack, and then you can come up to maybe over here. Just squeeze them in between the rivers. That's all I really want. For Christmas. Right. So, first army is doing its job. Good. I think you could support this attack. You could come down here. You could come over here. You over there. You're being attacked, but that should be repulsed very quickly. There we go. Yeah, that's not an attack you can win. But you guys could start to advance a little bit more. Okay, so let's take the first army and let's set it up to be a bit on a broader front. I think the 5th army is alright, but I think we want to take the... So that's the 5th army. This here, on the other hand, we'll tell to invert a little bit. And that should mean, yeah, so the 5th army has the job of holding this line. 5th army. Do you have any unassigned units? No. 4 units? I didn't see where... Ah, 2 of your units are assigned to this. Okay, that's alright then. And... yeah, so... that seems to be alright. And we will modify your attack orders significantly, in fact. So you're not supposed to attack this, you are supposed to attack just between these 2 rivers. Much more limited advance. Really? Okay, let's delete this, let's delete this. Let's take you guys. 18 divisions, that should be it. Offensive line. Just try to conquer this. Thank you. These 4 divisions, your job is to conquer this. And this army number 4, yeah, okay, that's alright. Right, so I think we are out of time now. I'm not entirely sure because of the, let's screw up with the timer. So apologies if this if this episode is a little bit short or long. And just let me do one last thing and see where Lithuania stands. So we do need to in fact capture the lovely town of forget that I even tried. Right. But that should be alright. A lot of divisions over here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye bye.